we didn't have an idea what we were doing when we started this adventure. It's supposed to be 1 year, now it's 5 years, so we're not going to stop. And thanks to Lainie, because she was on my mind when we were there, and the community that she developed. I'm sad and happy at the same time because she can go for her life, finally. But sad because she's not been asking, so we don't know what to do about that.
We are first and foremost the teacher of virtue. How we model is how they learn.
Now this is an exercise about listening and taking turns. First, I'm going to step, and then my wife, after I step, will react to my step. Wait, you got eye contact. And then I'm going to take a step. Now, alright, if you get too close, for example, we get too close to each other and you want to go forward, I want to go forward, if you're close, you can kiss her. If you're not close, just stop on the side, you're fine. Okay, just stop on the side, so tap, I want to go forward. Give, take, listen, take turns. Now, when you get to that point, then you guys are communicating. Succinct, it becomes a dance.
This is, for those of you who are here, you are giving yourself permission. And I think that that is so important, and it's such a block for families starting out who feel that they don't have permission until they start meeting other people who are doing this and who have done this. And they start learning the ways. They start breaking it down into manageable pieces. And then all of a sudden it's not so hard, and it's not so crazy, and it's a really workable option.
And most importantly, living a full life and witnessing their parents live a full life, they're going to gain all the experience that they need to know. And it's subject-based. So don't look at the whole school experience and say, how do I provide this whole school experience? Because 9 times out of 10, you don't need to. When you live by interest, everything you need can be flowed through that interest. Once you de-school, get rid of the concept that there's only one way or 2 ways or 4 ways to do it. Once you unhinge that mindset from actual living, it's so freeing, it's not even funny. You can learn languages, you can learn chemistry, you can learn all these things. It's so freeing.
When we started traveling, we went to Australia and New Zealand for 3 months. The whole time we were there, we traveled by camper van. We had never been in a camper van before with our 3 young kids. And it was a learning process. You know, the space is so tight and you're so close together all the time, and you love each other, but it's like, oh my gosh.
This thing was a truck, guys. It wasn't a camper van. It's like, it's insane. I don't know how we drive it, but and it was so tight, really tight inside.
So after our 3 months of this, we were back on planes and going different countries, and then after a few months, my kids are like, oh, I really miss their camper van. I wish we could go back to that. So we had found a way to coexist in a beautiful way in a tiny space, and then we missed it. So if you choose. As you stand your courage.
Here we go.
Lainie can't spell.
I can't spell.
And now it's officially on our YouTube channel. Everybody will know.
I'm a terrible speller and I rely on spell check.
Paragliding.
Paragliding. You know, the list is usually longer and hobbies are on there, passions.
So I put world schooler and creative.
And creative. Digital nomad. There's one. There's one.
Bad speller. You gotta say it, Lainie.
Put your hand here. Both hands. Palm on the belly button, just to have it, yeah. Bend your knees. Put your feet straight. Breathe here on your hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep on breathing. You're still pushing the breath up. So what happens, if you don't release the pressure right, your diaphragm contract. When your diaphragm contract, your breath stops here. So you don't have enough space. So you have to create space for this situation that doesn't bother you. The more space you create, the less you are feeling here.
So you'll find that the more education you have, the harder it is to write a really good story. So if you're like me and you're really great at writing essays and research papers, it's harder for us to do creative nonfiction. And that's what we're going to practice today. Are you ready? Better be hungry.
And our traditions here in Maryville go back to ancient times. And in fact, we've got legends about the gods that came to Maryville and gave us all of these rules. I'm really excited to let you know that we're proud people. And every time we meet somebody, we have a tradition of sharing chips. And what we do with that person is we take a chip, we touch their forehead, our forehead, and then we exchange chips. And let us go. Strange traditions. We have returned from crazy lands. Did everybody make it back?
World schooling is really simplified into just learning from the world around us. And us as human beings, we have got brains that do the thing naturally, which is learning. But if you, for a moment, just recognize that we're carrying around on the top of our shoulders this beautiful learning instrument that just learns naturally. We need to honor that that is something that we do. I mean, like, we've got the ability to learn. It doesn't have to be poked and prodded. It doesn't have to be manipulated. We are all learning just by being in here together. We're gaining information.
months, we are at the water park with everybody, all our kids. During lunch break, they give us our kids back. So we're stuck with them.
Are you kidding me?
But we're having fun and with all the games and the pools and all the sessions.
All the slide.
It's just a combination of
We're
everything.
gonna try the slide at the end.
The last day of the summit, we are at the Acquatico in Bursa, which is where we did the whole week, and it was awesome. But the only thing is that for us adults, it was mainly hanging out in this space over there and you follow every session. So now we decided to skip one so we could try the slides with our kids. This is scary, I don't want to go, but Mas is gonna make me.
Apparently it's the longest here in Mexico, and it's really cool because it's a roller coaster. I was, mommy.
It was not that bad, I guess.
It was cool. It was really cool. We need some adrenaline, mommy. Woo! I was. Ah! You want to do it again? You want to do it with me?
Francis, today we'll be asking you questions.
Okay,
And you have to answer them.
sure.
Like,
Sassy.
Since it's my lunch break, and since we have evidence that this apple is dead, you have 30 seconds in prison.
Si no debemos de hablar con extraños, ¿cómo hacemos amigos?
If we don't have to talk with strange people, how will we make some friends?
Now what?
Why did the hat cross here? Because he wanted to get another hat! I want another hat! Give me another hat! Give me another hat!
Now what?
The sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna stand the floor, gonna drown the ground. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm walking down to the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Whoa!
who I'm meant to be. This is me.
So the summit is almost over, and
Don't make me cry!
you've declared that this is the last one for you.
It is.
What would you like? Yeah, well. So, what do you wish for the community from now on that you're not doing the summits anymore?
Pick up where I left off, self-organize, empower, learn how to be kind to one another, honor our differences and diversity, and keep staying in the world and world schooling in community.
Anything else?
Love each other. Love each other.
And for who's curious, what are you going to do next?
I'm still running teen retreats. I'm focusing on serving more teens through greater mental health. I'm going to be writing another book.
We got the scoop.
Yeah, the scoop. And I'm actually writing it with somebody who is very beloved, who is here. Who could it be?
I don't know. Maybe starts with an E?
Yes.
So obvious.
So we're going to write a book about partnership parenting, and this is my mission, to help families around the world and leaving a legacy of partnership, empowerment, world schooling, and trust.
So you're not stopping, you're just changing.
No.
It's an evolution.
Yeah, it's an evolution, and it's time to pass the baton. So if anybody else wants to start organizing and picking up where I left off, first of all, I'll say good luck.
That's not a...
Second, I'd say message me. I will support you the best I can. It's not easy work. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of patience, a lot of just sort of balance, and sometimes tears.
Thank you, Lainie. Thank you. I'm gonna start crying again.
Thank you. And can you guys, your experience after 6 years?
Oh yeah.
For me, if it wasn't for Lainie, we didn't start.
No, we really owe a lot to the magic of the first one.
Yeah. When we went to Thailand, we didn't have idea what we were stepping into. And
lady,
now
weird lady with colored hair.
We're still going, and we love it. So.
It's just part of us now. So we will miss the summits just because we know we have an excuse to come and meet her, but then when you travel,
we're gonna come to Guanajuato, guys.
If you're thinking of doing it, just do it. Don't overthink it. Don't listen to anybody else except your gut, and then go.
Trust.
Yeah. Trust. And surround yourself with people that have your same interests. Let's put it that way. So find those groups where there's that kind of community, because then you can find help if you have any doubts that are like constructive and not judging.
Yeah, but when you stop doubting, start bringing in more people, guys.
Yes.
Because this is an amazing adventure. Keep on doing it.
I've been in tears many times today, and I'll probably be in tears tonight. Alice is coming again, so thank you all.
1, 2, 3. Woo!